Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How is your week? I hope you are having a fabulous, fabulous week. Wednesday, right in the middle of the week. So Wednesday is a great, great day. This morning, something I wanted to share with you. I was listening to a podcast this morning. Most of y'all know I've turned into a podcast addict. And so this morning was talking about goals and getting crystal clear and why that is important. And it's really interesting. So, growing up, I, was a cheerleader, played sports. Hey, good morning, Connie. And so through sports and different things like that, I had goals. Either the coach set goals or I had personal goals. So it's not that goal setting is totally foreign to me, but then, got married, had kids, didn't really, I won't lie, didn't really set goals. We didn't really set financial goals, didn't set family goals. Got a job. I was used to setting goals with my team, used to setting work goals. So again, goals was still a part of my life, but didn't really incorporate that into my personal life, into our family. What kind of goals did we want as a family? What kind of goals did I want personally? So when I started coaching 2 years ago, I won't lie to you, I didn't just jump right in and start setting goals because it was still not something I was super comfortable with from a personal perspective. So I've been kind of learning and trying to grow into the whole goal setting thing. So I understood as I started learning that, goals have to be specific. So now I set goals and I thought I was doing pretty good. But this morning, what I wanted to share, it's great. I love how every day we have the opportunity to learn something. And I now am trying to be just a student of learning and just to be learning and growing all the time. And so this morning, when he was talking about being specific about our goals, I'm like, yeah, I think I do that. I think I'm getting better. And then, bam, he threw a truth bomb out there. I was like, oh, okay, apparently I can do better at this. So what he was talking about is, hey, good morning, Rachel. So when we're being really specific, so some things like, I want to have, one of my goals is financial freedom, to be debt-free, to retire early. So to me, those are really specific goals, right? Yeah, not so much, because what does that mean? Because financial freedom, that may be something very different for you. What does it take to be financially free? And if you had asked me, 20 years ago, how much money it would take, if you had thrown out a number, even what my husband and I earn today, I would have thought, wow, you could be financially free on that. We have kids in college, they're in professional school. They have to take out loans. We can't afford all that. So again, we're not financially free. We can't pay for our kids' professional school. We still have debt. So the amount of money we make today, even though if you'd asked me 20 years ago, I thought, ooh, that would make us financially free. It's not. So when I say I want financial freedom, I have to, if that's truly a goal, I'm going to have to be more specific than that. And so that podcast this morning made me really realize I'm not setting specific goals. When I say I want to be debt free, that's a goal. I have to know how much debt we have. I'm going to have to go home and tell my husband, Freddie and I are going to have a conversation. Years ago, I used to do all the bills. I'm going to kind of share some of our business here. I used to do all the bills, but a lot of y'all know I struggle with depression and anxiety. And I went through a long time where I was like just in a really, really struggling with deep, deep depression. And so when we were in a period where it was just really hard to pay all the bills. And I don't know if y'all have ever been in that situation where you have them all laying down and it's like, okay, we're going to pay this one this month and then we'll pay this one. And so you're kind of just playing this game, right? Alternating to see, just to kind of keep all the balls up in there and keep the lights on, or to keep, I was already so depressed, and it would just create such anxiety for me. My husband, he is so fabulous. He can just look at all that, and I'm sure internally it does not feel good when you're having, when there's not enough, right? Or whenever you have to make that call and say, hey, we're only going to, can we just pay 50 or, whatever. But he didn't shut down. He didn't physically get sick like I did. So at one point, it's been like 100 years now, he was so phenomenal. He said, hey, just give me that. Let me do that. You don't have to worry about that. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my goodness. So he took all the bills. So today, I'm not even gonna lie to you. All I know is I go home, the lights are on. We have running water every day. I don't know how he pays all of it. I give him a big hug. I'm grateful. I don't have to look at all that stuff anymore. But if my goal is for us to be debt-free, I have to know exactly how much debt we have, because I have to then reverse engineer that to be able to work us back, to plan us and get us to where we can be debt-free. I want to be able to retire early. What does that mean? How early? Am I talking about next year? Am I talking about next week? Am I talking about 2 years? What does that mean? So here I am rocking and rolling thinking, I got this. I'm being really specific with my goals. Guys, I'm really not. I'm being more specific than I used to be. And actually now I have goals. I didn't even used to have goals. So I'm one step closer, and they are more specific. But guys, for us to really, really map out. And so here's what was really cool. He gave this analogy. So he said, when you have an archer, and so let's say they take, the archer that is on the U.S. Olympic team, winning gold medals, shooting that bow and arrow, hitting that target, and winning gold medals, and puts these two targets out there. And here's this gold medalist, this archer, this gold medalist, and here's you. And here's these two targets, and gives you a bow and arrow, and gives the Olympic team gold medalist archer, both of y'all have a bow and arrow, and both of y'all have this target. Who is more likely to hit that target? Well, I don't know about you. I've never even shot a bow and arrow. Hey, good morning, Patricia. So I'm pretty sure the Olympic gold medalist is going to have a better chance to hit that target. Now let's take that same scenario. Blindfold that Olympic gold medalist, spin them all around and around and around and around, and now then, they don't even know where the target is. They don't know where they're shooting at. They don't know where the target even is. Who has a better chance? Even though I've never held a bow and arrow, I might have a tiny bit of a better chance than that gold medalist who now doesn't even know where the target is. Bam, that made so much sense to me. So when it comes to setting our goals, they have to be so super specific. That way we can map out and know exactly where we're going. We take that blindfold off. We're not spinning around dizzy. We actually have a better chance of getting to our goal of being successful than when we're not. First of all, if you're like me and didn't even have a goal, probably not ever going to get there. We can't be disappointed and upset when we don't get the things we want, if we don't even know what those things are, and we don't get super specific. But once we do, guys, then we can reverse engineer it, and we can truly start mapping out and start getting those things and moving towards those things we really want. So I don't know if that was helpful for y'all. I listened to several podcasts, but this one is Monday, Wednesday, Friday Motivation. It's super short. He's always got really great topics. And like I said, I learn something every time. I thought I was really on point with this whole goal setting thing, and I learned today I still have something to learn. Guys, have a fabulous Wednesday, and go forth and live boldly in your purpose. Love you guys. Have a great day.